Today we're going to be subtracting integers. So you're going to be posed with two types of questions today. Type 1 is in the green, where you'll be given a positive or a negative number, and you'll be subtracting a positive number from it. And then type 2 is in the purple, where you will have a positive or a negative number, and you're subtracting a negative number from it. So first we're going to look at the type 1 in the green, where you have a positive or negative number subtracting a positive. So let's look at example 1 in the green. So I have a positive number 7 minus 9. So if I'm using my number line, which if you want to use a number line on your homework, if you like this way of doing it, then that's fine. I don't care. I'm going to show you how to do it this way first. So you're going to start with the first number that you're given. So 7. I'm going to circle 7 on the number line. Okay? And I'm subtracting 9. So subtracting means I'm getting smaller. So I'm moving left. So I'm going to move left 9 spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That landed me on negative 2. So 7 minus 9 equals negative 2. Let's look at example number 2 in the green. So this is an example where I'm taking a negative number minus a positive number. So I'm at negative 4, but I'm subtracting, so I'm still going left. I'm going left 6 spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that gave me negative 10. So negative 4 minus 6 is negative 10. Okay, now I'm going to look at a second type of questions that you're going to be given today, which is in the purple, where you will have a positive or a negative number minus a negative. Now, this implements an interesting thing that you have to do. Whenever you see a minus something else, so like a minus a negative 6, or minus a negative 5, it actually becomes plus, 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 plus. So it actually becomes addition. Whenever you have two minuses in a row, it becomes addition. So, number 1, for example, it started off as 9 minus negative 6, but it became 9 plus a positive 6. So 9 plus positive 6 would give you 15. And then the second one, we have negative 8. We have negative 8 minus a negative 5. So negative 8 minus negative 5 actually becomes plus plus. So it's really negative 8 plus 5, which we talked about adding integers yesterday. So I can still use my number line. I can start with my negative 8, but now I'm adding 5. So I'm counting up. Adding means I'm getting bigger. I'm going to the right. 1, 2, 3, 4. So now I'm at negative 4. So I just showed you an example of how you would use the number line to solve these questions. Now I'm going to show you another way that you can think about it in order to solve these questions. And it's going to be in terms of money. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up a couple other examples over here, off to the side over here. And I'm going to give you another way to think about these questions. If you don't like this way, that's fine. Use the number line. I don't care. Some of you will like this strategy better. So for example, like my first example is negative 6 minus 3. So the other way you can think about it is money. So let's say you start with negative $6, or you owe someone $6, and you're subtracting 3 more. So you have negative 6, and now you owe them $3 more. So now you're going to be at negative $9. So it's like you're in the hole $9. Okay? Now I'm going to do another example. We have $10 minus and minus 6. That really becomes plus plus. So $10 plus $6 becomes $16. My next example, let's see. Negative 8 minus 8. Well, you're already negative 8 in the hole. You owe someone $8, and now you owe them 8 more. So it becomes negative $16. Let's say, though, you have a negative 7 minus a negative 7. Well, you should know now, when you see a minus a negative number, minus minus in a row, it becomes plus plus. So if you have negative 7, and now you have positive 7, whenever you have opposites, it always ends up at 0. So in other words, you could think of it as you owe someone $7, or you're in the hole $7, but then you get that $7. So now you end up at 0 because you were at negative 7 on the number line and you went up 7 more and that got you to 0. Let's see. You could say you are 7 minus 12. So you could say you are at $7. You have $7, but you owe someone $12. So you can give them 7 that you have, but you're going to be in the hole 5 because there's going to be 5 left over. So I gave you a couple of ways to think about how to solve these. The first way is you can use a number line. The second way is you can think of it in terms of money and owing people money. I think that is a way that you can kind of picture it in your head for some of you, that you'll like it that way. Others of you that like the number line, if you can look back at pages 422 and 423, and they show you an example. They show you, let's see, 4 different examples, and they have like a little guy who's walking back and forth on the number line. That some of you guys might like to see that visual as well.